2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. And tonight, we'll see Andre Drummond, one of the more voracious rebounders in league history. But Shaq, where does he stand as a franchise-level player?
Well, he affects winning, but he can hurt the floor spacing, Kenny.
Well, if this was in the 90s, you know, his offense, he could become a franchise player. But the way the game is played now, it's not. But he has a consistent motor, and he is a beast.
You know who else is a beast?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan, standing by courtside.
There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And, of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And already we're seeing him deliver the impact that the front office had hoped for. Only a few games under his belt with his new team, but he's shown he has a lot to offer.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Paul George has made a reputation as a dynamic two-way player. He said you can dominate a game in so many ways. That's always been my mindset. I just go out there and ball. Kevin, back to you.
Well, you love that versatility, D.A. Thank you. Well, see, we have the front court talent tonight on full display. Talk about what it's like to play against the elite at your position, going mano a mano, you against the best.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll tell you what, in this league of the best players, you better be ready every night. But to go back to my era, Kev, this was what my week looked like as a Sacramento King in the Western Conference. Play against Dirk Nowitzki on Tuesday. Play against Tim Duncan on Thursday. Play against KG on Friday. And then play against Shaq on Sunday. And then how about Karl Malone again on Tuesday? Oh. So if that doesn't make you lose a little bit of sleep.
Unbelievable.
You must be one of the greatest of all time. So it's tough. You got to be focused every night.
Absolutely. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Sacramento, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Bagley. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Young, and it's Antetokounmpo into the small forward position. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo against George. Cousins finds Young, and stolen by Drummond. Inside, here's Richardson. Doesn't go that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Sacramento moving it around. They get a hand on it. George looking around. First quarter, just over a minute played. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
And George kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Richardson. 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student. Plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
The first one falls.
Well, the Kings, they're trying to draft high-character players from winning programs. I mean, that's a good blueprint for their turnaround.
And Richardson drops them both. And the Kings, a team bedeviled in the past by chemistry concerns and C-Webb diverging priorities. This young group feels, to me, different.
Well, yeah, I mean, hopefully it is a change. They seem to root for each other, and that's something to build on. I mean, I think they have good camaraderie in the locker room, but they're going to have to prove it every night out there. But these young kids are going to be fun to watch if they just go out there and try to get better every day and have fun.
One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the charts.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Fires from 14, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, and the defensive chops of Drummond really helping this team. He really cleans house with his shot blocker.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Now, here is Young. He had 13 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Antetokounmpo passes to Cousins. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Oladipo. Back to Richardson. Down low and stolen by Cousins. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Young. Antetokounmpo's got his first basket. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oladipo finds Drummond. Oladipo goes in, and he banks in the layup. Oladipo's got his second bucket.
And you see the work Drummond has put into passing the ball. Solid at spotting the open man.
Young outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
George against Antetokounmpo. For the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Now here's Cousins. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Here's Oladipo following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. To the inside. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Some tough D in the paint. Getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy dish.
Pass to Oladipo over Young. And he overshot that one, missing. The Kings trail by 7. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's Drummond with the rebound.
There's a lesson for him. Don't showboat. He tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires.
Bobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, you just got to respect the leaping ability of Drummond, leaving the floor effortlessly, throwing it through the hoop.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's Cousins, and it's Bagley in the corner. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. can't capitalize inside.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job at times.
Lets a floater go. Miami grabs the miss. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first three. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And it's the Kings with the ball. They trail by 11. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in a hostile environment.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. You know, Chris Parody, always a question, in this league and how you try to get teams to advance. But over a long season, it seems like any team can surprise you on any given night.
Yeah, almost every team has the talent that can beat you, especially in a one game. You must respect your opponent. Sometimes it can come down to scheme, coaching. Sometimes it can come down to just one bad shot. You can never underestimate motivation as a factor, and that's where the good teams separate themselves. Who can continue to have that same focus every night, and in the words of Coach Popovich, that appropriate fear of your opponent.
And for Jusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, the toughness and the edge Nurkic provides, it's awesome. A physical big man. He makes an impact on both ends of the floor.
Good on the second free throw. Young with the ball. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Here's Marjanovic. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
And Oladipo kicks to Richardson. The pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Richardson. 6 to shoot. From 12 feet out. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 7-point differential. Good on the bucket.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
For Miami, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Pass to Adebayo. Richardson finds Nurkic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Elbow shot is on the way. And again, it's the Heat missing.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
To the inside. They kick out to Hield. That three off the mark. The Heat leading by 5. Down low. Here's King. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Kings.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Here's Hield. An 11-point game for him in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Passes it to Bull. Antetokounmpo kicks to Young. Pass to Bull. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Shots good from Young. Al Richardson, 5 points in the game. Dishes it to Oladipo. Back to Richardson. Young against Oladipo. Over Young. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. That's now 8 points for Victor Oladipo.
They lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
And there's the pass to Bull. No good from outside.
It's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like that.
Richardson gets a wide open look, and it's Miami with another. The Kings trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over King. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket tonight. For Miami, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Oladipo taking his time here. That one misses. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Down low, trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the middle, just 5 to shoot. Oladipo, the pass to Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. When it came to a big man's responsibilities, you helped pave the way for so much change in that regard. But there's some of the big C-Web now doing that weren't done when you were playing.
I don't know, Kevin, if it was anything that they weren't doing, but it's the freedom to do it with consistency. So even if we talk about a Larry Bird, who only could shoot maybe a 3.5 a game. Let's just round it up to 2 threes a game. Well, now, what if Larry Bird had the freedom to shoot 10 threes a game like guys do now? And so I think that the game has caught up with players' skill set as opposed to the skill set catching up with players' game. So no longer are you held to being a big man. Now you can be a basketball player. And being a basketball player for Dirk Nowitzki is much better than him being a big man. Dirk Nowitzki, being a basketball player that he is, means that he is a threat wherever he is on the floor because he's not just limited to a 2-foot box space there in the post. And for defenders like myself, I would much rather Dirk Nowitzki have to stay 2 feet in the post than to be able to shoot the ball whenever, wherever he wanted to. Because I tell you what, now you got a problem because he can knock it down from anywhere and everywhere that he is. If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
That free throw, no good. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
And he's good on the second. 1:20 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Hield. Fires for three. Good on the three-point shot. Hield's got himself on the board with three there.
What timing from Hield. Love how he sizes up these opportunities as the pass is coming his way.
Dinwiddie dishes to George. Shoots the three. King, that's good.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Hield outside. Passes it to Bull. Back to Hield. Pass to Bull. It's Drummond with the rebound. And here are the Heat. They're on a 13-5 run. King's shot is off. The Kings trail by 12. Hield right side. Over Johnson. Hield can't hit. Miami's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. George passes to Dinwiddie. Back to George. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And so it's the Miami Heat up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Right back after this break. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. They've got Hield. Bagley is out there with B. Then it's Chris Middleton. There's the pass to Bagley. He kicks it to Middleton. Here's Bull. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Bull. 6 on the shot clock. Hield against Johnson. Hield can't hit.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Yep, it counts. And the Heat lead by 13.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Now here's Middleton. He's coming off a 19-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Hield against Johnson. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hield is a great scorer. It doesn't let the D affect him, especially when he's deep inside.
Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. Drummond in the post. Over Bagley. But they get it back. Nurkic, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive board.
Bull can't hit.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris, you and I love guys with a great handle, and they can finish with either hand. And I know you've got a couple guys who you think do it better than most.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, right,
He's
exactly.
one of the best finishers that I've seen. Oh, my goodness, the way he can finger roll you with his left hand and throw it up so high the rain will come down with it, and finishing off of both legs. You have to look at a guy like Harden as well, the way he finishes. How about LeBron James? As strong as he is, it seems like he just kind of gives you a shoulder with either shoulder, bumps and waits, and then lays it up nice too. I mean, we have so many players. And Curry, he's another guy that does it so well. I can keep going on and on, but those guys, don't forget about Mike Conley. He's ambidextrous. He might just shoot a jump shot with either hand. So you got to be careful when guarding these guys. Great finishers now.
Good names you've mentioned. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Kicks to Bagley. At the top of the key, Hield. Puts it up from 12. Pocket 6. King with the block. They get it back. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line. For Sacramento, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Dinwiddie passes to Drummond. Johnson outside. It's picked off. Back to Hield. Passes it to Bull. Hield against Johnson. Hield can't hit. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came.
You always want to thank an opponent. I mean, when they play that out of control, so many of these fouls were unnecessary.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Well, C-Web, Andre Drummond, the 9th pick in 2012. Some teams had questions about his competitive spirit. Thought he was a little too passive with UConn.
His off-the-court personality might have fed into that. I heard he's a big Teddy thing in the association.
About halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. Take a look at the Suns. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball right toward the postseason. And, of course, there's the Kings. Right behind them, just one spot down.
And I think for Sacramento, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on them here in the second quarter, think again.
Dinwiddie kicks to Drummond. King, the pass to Nurkic. Fade away. The shot, no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Middleton against King. Middleton, the pass to Bull. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Bull's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Drummond. Paul George comes in for King. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tyler Johnson. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Oladipo. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Orlando. George against Hield. Shot clock at 6. Fades. It's good. George has got 6.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And Oladipo kicks to George. Here's Adebayo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And the defense of Cousins making his presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
And he trims the lead to single digits.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Heat leading by 8. Pass to Adebayo. He dishes it to George. The Heat need to get a shot off. They get it again. Nurkic. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And the touch Nurkic has inside. I mean, I love seeing him be aggressive and look to get his shot from there.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And his shot, I mean, has come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Inside, it's deflected and stolen by Cousins. A floater, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Miami called for the foul.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility. And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Two shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
He hits both from the stripe.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Miami. Adebayo kicks to Richardson. From deep, George. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bull. The pass to Cousins. Now here's Hield. Let's go. Rebound by Nurkic.
The D a little slow to get in his face there. Fortunate it didn't cost him.
And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Oladipo. Richardson's got 9 points.
The floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
The Kings trail by 8. Hield the pass to Bull. And here is Cousins. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Young with no one around from beyond the arc and then some. 11 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Heat call time here. Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop of crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
Now here's Oladipo. 8 points for him. Outside for George. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
Here's Cousins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Oladipo. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Good on the shot.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
George against Antetokounmpo. Paul George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He's reason number one there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
The Heat have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Miami. And then for Sacramento, Bagley comes in for B. And Middleton subbed in for Buddy Hield. That's good from Richardson.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by George. Paul George with the steal. Kicks it out to Richardson from 6 away. And the rejection by Cousins. To the middle. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Richardson, the bounce pass. Here's Adebayo. Drains it from 9 feet away. Adebayo's got his first points of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Antetokounmpo finds Cousins. Sacramento moving it around. Middleton can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 10. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. And the layup falls.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Miami has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Middleton against Oladipo. He kicks to Drummond. Back to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Paul George with the steal. There's the 3. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Middleton the pass to Cousins. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Cousins. 1:09 left to play in the first half. Bucket is good. Cousins has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Kings.
Such a massive guy. Cousins is a wrecking ball on the glass.
Oladipo, left side. Miami no good on that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. The Kings shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
One shot.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
It's Richardson on the wing. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in first.
They grabbed their own miss. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Here's Cousins. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on George. For Sacramento, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Heat lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor, you ignited the team in the first half, but what do you need to do better in the second half?
Defense. We just got to do a better job defensively, including myself. I got to lead the pack defensively. I think when we do that, we're effective. We're a great team on offense. When we move the ball and we share it, we're a great team. Defensively, we got to tighten up a little bit, and we're going to do a better job of that in the second half.
We will see, Victor. Thank you for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Reminds me of Kenny's suit selection. Has been very, very sloppy. Way too many turnovers. They look unorganized, out of control. It's not pretty basketball. The good news, though, they're still in a great position to win the game if they just cut down the turnovers.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, and a few times he's done a good job of initiating contact, yet getting the foul called on the defender.
Paul George is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Richardson, and it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Adebayo kicks to Richardson. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And that's the shot that Drummond drains constantly. Just such a nice touch from there.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Young finds Cousins. Over Drummond. Cousins, no good.
Give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Oladipo against Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Oladipo. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it. And while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was the second overall pick.
The Kings trail by 7. And Young kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Cousins. Antetokounmpo against George. Antetokounmpo, no good. Now here's Richardson. 12 points for him. And there's the pass to Oladipo. Here's Adebayo. Defended by Young. Good ball movement here by Miami. Tries it from 9. Outside for George. Just 2 to shoot. Offline with his 3. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Bagley the pass to Antetokounmpo.
An unselfish guy who enjoys setting his guys up. Bagley has impressive vision for a big fella.
Oladipo against Young. Inside. It's tipped. Pass to Drummond. Antetokounmpo against George. From the arc. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Oladipo. Got it. Good job in the low post. Oladipo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo against Oladipo. Back to Antetokounmpo. Right through the D for the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 20.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Oladipo against Young. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Drummond. Bagley with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he's able to get it back.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. Adebayo with the bucket. The Kings trail by 7. And Young kicks to Bagley. Shot from 12. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Bagley. 7 points for Chris Middleton. The Heat have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. To the inside. And Drummond throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Passes it to Middleton. The dish now to Young. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Oladipo outside. Back to George. Down low. Here's Drummond. It's Richardson on the wing. Oladipo outside. The 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists here tonight.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Their goal was to limit their turnovers, and they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
And some changes here for the Heat. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. King comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Richardson. Sacramento also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Cousins. He comes in for Bagley. And it's Buddy Hield in for Chris Middleton. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 20. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just epic points.
Pass to Oladipo. Outside, George. Back to Oladipo. He feeds it to Nurkic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Kings moving the ball around. Count that one. Antetokounmpo's got 22.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Dinwiddie kicks to Oladipo. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way up. Oladipo's got 9 points here in the second half.
Ooh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
The Kings trail by 8. Young outside. Back to Marjanovic. Here's Bol. A three-pointer, no good. The Heat leading by 8. Here's Dinwiddie. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. King outside. No good with the triple. Sacramento's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's King with the rebound. It's thrown about Antetokounmpo. And he gets the bucket.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Dinwiddie passes to Nurkic. Kicks to Oladipo. Can he keep it going? Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Kings trail by 6. And the pass to Bol. It's tipped. Young dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Young. Hield outside. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Bol. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Kevin. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
Yeah, fellas, he's a monster. He's never seen an offensive rebound he didn't think he could get to.
Here's Nurkic, and And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
Fires from deep. Bull. It's good on the putback.
Timeout.
Now just a 2-point Miami lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Heat call time here.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Here's Dinwiddie. Up top, Oladipo, defended by Young. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Pass to Marjanovic. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Drummond's checked in for Miami. Tyler Johnson comes in for Oladipo. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. And it's the Kings with the ball, trailing by 4. Hield outside. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now Bagley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Heat leading by 4. Johnson outside. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Back to Johnson. He kicks it to Drummond. And it's blocked. And here is Cousins. He's got 8. That bucket in no time at all. 9 points for Chris Middleton.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's King. He has 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Heat in 5th.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Kings trail by 4. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Middleton outside. In the corner, it's Hield. 5 to shoot. Poked away. King with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cousins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now here's Hield. He's got 10. Lets the 3 fly. And it's King with the rebound.
Cold quarter for him. Ice cold. I mean, it may be time to give him a breather. Maybe someone off the bench can give him a spark.
Pass to Johnson. Inside, here's Drummond. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Kings on the break. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Chris Middleton. Miami's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. King against Middleton. Kicks it to Hield. Now here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Sacramento. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the five for the Kings to start the fourth. We've got B. Chris Middleton is out there with Bagley. Then there's Buddy Hield. It's stolen by Hield. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his third foul of the game. Got a piece of it.
Intelligent defense. He reads the play. Gets himself in a perfect position to come up with the steal.
Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. Now the pass to Nurkic. Up and in from the low block. Nurkic has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Miami. Dishes it to Bagley. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Hield, and the Kings check on 2 more.
My buddy, he can't give Hield these mid-range Jays. I mean, often he's going to bury them and make you look foolish.
Now here's Johnson. That's the Heat on the break. Finished off the break. And the Heat lead by 1.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Now here's King. And Bull pulls it down.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Got that one up quick. 14 points for Buddy Hield. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Here's Johnson. Here's Adebayo. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Sacramento with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. 6 to shoot. Bull, that's good.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. King outside. Pass to Adebayo. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bagley's got 11 rebounds in the game. Kings have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Passes to Bol. Again, Sacramento.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
Here's Adebayo. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Here's King. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists tonight.
Look, that matches his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 in the first. Now he's got 1 in the second.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Bonga, and it's off the back rim, no good. The Heat have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. King, the pass to Dinwiddie. Lets a floater go, and he sinks the layup. And the Heat lead by 1. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
To the left side wing. Bagley kicks to Middleton. Pass to Bol from 18 feet away. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way. King, the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Adebayo. The pass to Dinwiddie. Nurkic. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You can't jump at the pump fake. Nurkic is too skilled at getting defenders up in the air.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And a new group in for the Heat. Andre Drummond's checked in for Adebayo. Paul George comes in for Kent. Richardson, he's checked in for Tyler Johnson. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And he's good on the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Young finds Hield. And here's Young. Up top, Cousins. It's good from the top of the key. Cousins has got it all tied up now for the Kings.
And Cousins is such an assured shooter. He definitely has a score-first mentality as soon as he gets the rock.
Outside, George. Here's Nurkic. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. He's out competing guys.
Here's Bol, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. The lead is 2. It's Oladipo on the wing. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Antetokounmpo kicks to Cousins. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the wing on the left. Sacramento moving it around. Bol. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. The Heat leading by 5. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
George against Antetokounmpo. Right side, George. comes up empty from 19 feet out.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Here's Oladipo. The Kings getting the bucket. Here's Nurkic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
One shot.
Free throw good, Nurkic.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
The Kings trail by 6. Hield outside. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. The shot's good. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
George passes to Oladipo. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. No good that time. Nice D from Cousins. Sacramento's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Antetokounmpo, no good. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 14-6 run. Count that one. Young with the ball. Pass to Bol. Hield kicks to Antetokounmpo. From the line, and again it's Sacramento converting.
Too bad the scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys pick up some slack.
Pass to George. They get a hand on it. It's Solomon. It's Antetokounmpo. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Oladipo. There's the pass to Bol. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. And then for Sacramento, Bagley comes in for B. And Middleton subbed in for Hield. Drummond working against Cousins. Kicks it to Young. Just 4 to shoot. Over Oladipo. Young's shot is off. Miami leading by 4. Outside, George. It's stolen by Bagley. Antetokounmpo finds Cousins. Good D by Drummond. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. George against Antetokounmpo. To the middle. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Cousins moves incredibly well for a big man. He's a force of nature when he drives to the hoop.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, the combination of size and strength, it makes Cousins a tough cover. I mean, overpowering.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Heat with the lead. Now a timeout called by Miami.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through.
Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Yeah, the defender all over us.
Two shots.
And the first one drops.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
And Richardson drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Oladipo against Young. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Oladipo. Here's Adebayo. Lock at 6. Over Bagley. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Sacramento Kings. 4-point game. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
Here's George. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And George with the stop.
You see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over George. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Outside, George. Here's Oladipo. Second chance shot. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. It seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
Paul George with the steal. Up there for Drummond, and stolen by Cousins. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Oladipo, good.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 2 as they get the bucket from Young.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
Oladipo against Young. And Oladipo kicks to Adebayo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're down by 2. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Sinks the three-pointer.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 1. 35 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Young against Oladipo. Down low. Adebayo. It's in! Big time bucket there.
And guys, you don't have to tell these fans how important that shot was.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 1. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And that's an intentional foul.
Gentlemen, roof shot. Roof shot.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And it's going to come down to a 3-point attempt. I mean, what a huge moment to come through at the line.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Two shots.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Yeah, they got to run a play designed to get an open look from deep.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, they can breathe easy now thanks to those free throws. They won't have to sweat this one out.
From deep 3-point range, misses the shot. And so it's Miami winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just we're pretty good. We play great together, and we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.